very entertaining. And into a deck that may not rival the difficulty degree of the Confused Priest, depends on who you're asking, but equally entertaining. We have the Tempo Mage.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Unstable Portal stuff with this type of deck is always really interesting to watch because Druid can never truly prepare and they're just kind of helpless. But they do have some early game ramp, Darnassus Aspirant and Wild Growth.
Yeah, and UNC doesn't have the key that unlocks Mage Paradise.
Not just yet.
Not just yet with the Mana Worm, but I imagine that's going to be a pretty easy mulligan choice, especially on the coin. You can really run away with the game if that's... Oh, wow, look at that ramp!
They pitch their whole hand away, and then they celebrate on the return, and how could you not look at this opener?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the key that unlocks Mage Paradise.
There are 2 keys that unlock Mage Paradise.
One unlocks the south end of the paradise, one unlocks the north end.
Just don't go to the west
Dan
wing.
looked at me like, what the heck?
What are you talking about, TJ?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Admirable.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Alright, well, Darnassus Aspirant comes out and immediately challenges the mad scientist. But there is that key.
Yeah, I feel like this is the challenge. The scientist challenging the aspirant is what I feel like. You know, it's a little bit wasted at this point, but I feel like it's fine to just get that rolling right away. You get Shade next Ramus. You have a decent curve into Loatheb. I'm sorry, into Wild Growth, and then the Emperor Thorson afterwards. But Mirror Entity copying a Shade, I can tell you this benefits the Mage a lot more than it benefits the Druid.
And the hilarious thing is that it always grows faster than the opponent's Shades.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, we on Stable Portal first, right? Because what if you get a Flame Waker?
Oh yeah, you can play it right away.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, if they get punished for that, that would be
the ultimate punish. Is that Mech Bear Cat?
That is indeed Mech Bear Cat.
Yeah, not bad. Mech Bear Cat is
a synergy with Flame Waker.
Ridiculous card in Unstable Portal. I remember Reynad got this card one time at ESL.
Yeah.
And he happened to have like Antonius in hand.
And
he was talking about how he didn't get really lucky that series, and I was like, what?
That's the day he learned you can't finicky Cloakfield.
No, you can't time rewinder a Flame Waker.
And get the shots.
And get the shots
off.
You can. It actually can't physically happen. You can time rewinder it back.
The game lets you.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have
you won't
the
get any activations off its ability.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just the spare parts, they have a lot of synergy. You get Emergency Coolant, that can buy you a lot of tempo. Even Time Rewinder has some potential value.
It's also a 3-mana 7/6. It's also pretty good.
Understated.
That's the one. You guys are like, well, think about the reversing switches you can get. I'm like, what the got a 3-mana 7/6. What's your opponent going to do that?
That actually is just in the sweet spot where it can get big game huntered, and then you lose tempo for developing that as opposed to Shredder. But
buff Mech Bear Cat.
Yeah, make it a 6/7.
Actually nerf it by playing this as a 6/6, right?
Yeah. He's pretty sick, actually.
We got to make up that power somewhere. I say we tack on 5 health.
The thing is it really a mech or is it really a beast?
Or a cat.
If you think about it. Exactly, a cat, which is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Druid the Claw is a beast. Therefore, Mech Bear Cat. I mean, I'm down for double tribal synergies here.
What if it was Druid of the Mech Claw?
I would want both tribal synergies represented.
Okay.
I want to play Druid of the Fang and snake some people.
I want every minion to have both a race and an occupation. I want to know what it is and what it does. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Nims could tell you that. Well, he plays Mech Bear Cat because it's the highest tempo play. I think Pilot Shredder also had a lot of merit that turn because the fact is you're going to be on curve, and that is something really valuable. But I think with Mech Bear Cat grabbing spare parts, you will be able to use your mana very efficiently, assuming it gets one trigger off of its ability. So I actually like this play.
Something else to talk about here is that North Carolina chose to run that Sorcerer Apprentice into face and forwent the trade on the Shade. And I actually really love this because now you look at University of Texas, they don't have really favorable trades in this situation. Anytime they want to attack a minion, their minion's going to die. So University of North Carolina just got extra damage out of that. They give less information to University of Texas about what's coming out of their piloted shredder. They just bought themselves 3 extra point of damage at really, really low cost. North Carolina seems really upset about this Loatheb.
Well, they have no spells in hand. I don't know if
Why'd
they're
they
that
get so
upset
high?
about it. They're just... Oh. All right. Looks like they're fixing their camera. Want to get their good side. I think...
Get my hat in the middle, man.
Yeah, I think...
What to do?
Being able to be aggressive against the Druid is good, but you have to be really cautious because that Shade's going to continue to grow. And one of those things is, what if he just has like Savage Roar and stuff? So I think maybe they're in the mode to trade. But how do you end up doing these trades? Do you want the 7/6 to kill the 2/3 and then trade the Shades? So that way your Mech Bear Cat gets more mileage out of its ability? Yeah. You do have Flame Waker.
The thing to consider now, I think, is that last turn the Sorcerer's Apprentice attack wasn't a favorable trade. This turn they do have favorable trades set up. So I certainly can see them taking that route, but a lot of deliberation taking place. They want more information before they make a decision.
It's not an easy turn.
They have to consider the same thing, too. I mean, their Shade's going to keep growing. University of Texas, they got to be worried about Fireballs and Frostbolts.
Face?
Oh, wow.
Face! What a call.
I was talking about like maybe being aggressive. I didn't think that was gonna be that aggressive. I thought maybe at best you 5/5 trade and then you should hit face with 7/6. But man, that is as aggressive as it gets.
They're turning up the heat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Of course you do. I mean, Admirable's always a face kind of guy.
This is how the South plays, man.
It's North Carolina is definitely from the South. North Carolina from the South region.
I think it definitely
It's down
identified.
south.
Yeah, people consider North Carolina part of the South.
Yeah.
I grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia, which is like on the border of North Carolina, and even
So
that
are
was
you considered
very
south?
southern. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know. I always think that's it's borderline.
this is the majority of Virginia. It's when you get to like Northern Virginia when
Yeah.
This Mech Bear
feels more
Cat
northern.
is going to get 2 spare parts. It's got to be answered. I mean,
What-
it's a 7/6. You have to do something about it.
So reversing switch is number 1.
And any kind of attack would be great. Innervate into the Emperor Thorson.
I mean, University of Texas is playing from behind the whole time.
What was that?
Is that a totem impression?
Vitality totem.
That's what happens when you show 10 at night, those guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Here we
this
go.
is-
Fireworks.
Yeah, this is disaster for University of Texas, and they know, but they're just laughing about it. They went, well, this is just bad news all around. What can we
You
do?
sure they're laughing
It was a
about
moment of laughter, and now it's just fear.
Yeah.
It wasn't over
And
laughter,
depression.
now it's fear.
Yeah.
Oh man. What's really funny is that like if
Wait, how much damage is that?
well no you can't actually go because they attacked with the Drake already. If the Drake
Okay.
attacked phase, there's a chance for lethal.
Okay.
Oh, this is cute. Turning the Drake into a mini Flame Waker. I don't think you really need to taunt. I think you can just save that and play Dr. Boom next.
Yeah.
You know,
And
that's
that should be it. You can't even really stop the damage.
heal for 5, but you know you're kind of delaying the inevitable at that point.
Right.
Yeah, any type of burn would still pretty much in the game with the spell power on the board. Yeah, because if they heal for 5, just a fireball would do 4 damage, plus the ping would be enough.
Could they draw anything for 1 mana? Nope. I don't think so.
It's like,
Innervate. Nope. Innervate Wrath.
Maybe a Naturalize.
Yeah, there you go. We found it.
well, they're going to hope they can draw it next turn, because heal for 5 is about the best they got here,
But
but
they still might just die. Like
And
any kind of burn
Yeah.
comes in the hand.
at this stage, you might as well just Wild Growth.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're not going to live for very much longer. You might as well just give yourselves more options the next turn. But, I mean, we'll have to see what this Arcane Intellect picks up. Another Arcane Intellect. Fireball's still a possibility.
TJ, Mana Worm came to the hand, that's great. But a Sable Portal got the Mech Bear Cat. So you tell me which is the key.
well, the fireball is the key on this turn.
I'll tell you what, Dan, it's not ironic that they won the game on the turn they drew the key.
Well, they're going to lock this one up and throw away the key. North Carolina.